Hello, YouTube! Nick.
Number 20. Hugo Strange.
Your relaxation therapy doesn't seem to be working too well on me, Dr. Strange.
The first session is oft-times traumatic. We will continue tomorrow, yes?
Before the Joker, Batman had to deal with another demented egomaniac. Professor Hugo Strange first appeared in Detective Comics number 36 in 1940. Although he has a loose grasp on sanity, he's also a genius. The criminal scientist was the first to discover Batman's true identity as Bruce Wayne. In the animated series, Strange even attempted to auction off the mask revealed to the highest bidder.
I have here incontestable proof of Batman's secret identity. Now, gentlemen, how much am I bid?
The villain first appeared in live action on Gotham thanks to B.D. Wong. Strange serves as the chief of psychiatry at Arkham Asylum, while overseeing where he conducts experiments on superhumans. In every continuity, his mask of genius allows him to get away with intellectual and complex crimes that constantly give Batman a headache.
Here at Arkham, we have a number of intensive treatment programs. I am more than confident that we'll be able to facilitate your rehabilitation.
Number 19. Mad Hatter.
You're mighty in Gotham, Batman, but in Wonderland, the Mad Hatter reigns supreme.
Jervis Tetch is known for his affinity for mind control and Lewis Carroll's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. In one world, he's a shy scientist at Wayne Industries. After becoming obsessed with his secretary Alice, he uses mind-controlled chipped cards to turn her and his enemies into mindless robots. There's also a live-action version of the character who uses his background as a professional hypnotist to control the minds of unlucky Gothamites.
If you let me leave with my dear sister, my dear Alice, then I'll free you from that nasty little impulse.
He often employs the terrible tweeds as muscle that Batman often has to deal with. If you think a guy who's a little too into Alice in Wonderland isn't a threat, just talk to one of his many mentally scarred victims.
I don't know what I would ever do if I lost you. That connection, it keeps me sane.
Number 18. Deadshot.
Waller.
What, Lawton?
Play fair and I'll shoot straight. Jerk me around and I'll kill you.
The deadly marksman who never misses first appeared in 1950's Batman number 59. Deadshot, oddly dressed in a tuxedo and top hat, arrived in Gotham City as a new vigilante crime fighter. His true aim was to become a new kingpin of crime.
It's over, Deadshot. I don't want to do this in front of your daughter.
After the dynamic duo locked him up, he became more known as a hired assassin with a much better outfit. Deadshot's incredible skill with weapons and off-the-charts accuracy has the Dark Knight wary of stepping into his crosshairs. Fortunately, the villain is often drafted onto Task Force X to solve problems for Amanda Waller. But whenever he crosses paths with Batman on a mission, you can bet that the bullets will fly.
Talk! Why are you here? Amanda Waller wanted the Riddler dead.
Waller.
Number 17. Killer Croc.
Terrific. Just what I need now. A freak job in the Cape.
You're no prize yourself.
Killer Croc, aka Waylon Jones, suffered from a rare genetic condition that gave him rougher than normal skin. Over time, he becomes more animalistic in nature. Batman has unfortunately been on the wrong end of Killer Croc's teeth more than once. Thanks to his inhuman strength and endurance, overpowering him is no easy feat. Batman usually has to rely on his wits to come up with ways to stop him before the villain can find more prey. But Killer Croc has also been seen through a sympathetic lens as a desperate man rejected by society.
I wanted you to sweat it out in a cell for a while like I did. To know what it feels like the way I do.
Whether he's portrayed as a lonely man or an all-out beast, the caped crusader generally tries to avoid going for a swim with this villain.
They used to call Killer Croc the meanest dude in the Wrestling Federation. now they'll call him the guy who iced the Batman.
Number 16. Black Mask.
Man of Gotham, I have funded you. I've protected you. I've scratched your backs and kept you out of jail.
Just like Bruce, Roman Sionis came from a wealthy Gotham family. But thanks to awful and self-absorbed parents and bad business decisions, the villain dove off the deep end.
I know what everyone says. Here comes Roman Sionis. He was handed life on a silver spoon. Gin and tonics at 5. Olive the duck. Blah, blah, blah. Fake.
Sionis slayed his parents and used pieces of his dad's casket to create his iconic black mask. The villain and his false-face society quickly grew into a huge problem for Gotham. And since Sionis has severe anger issues, standing near him feels like hanging around a bomb that can explode at any time. Black Mask's intimidating look and personality are a constant reminder of what Batman would have become had circumstances been darker. While Bruce uses his money to better Gotham, Sionis uses his wealth to bring Gotham down to his twisted level.
What have I got to show for it, huh? My own men in the slammer? Not no more. So tonight, we're making some changes.
Number 15. Deathstroke.
You're going to keep stealing, Robin. And you're going to keep getting that thrill. And sooner or later, you will see things my way.
Slade Wilson was a high-ranking member of the U.S. Army before he underwent experiments that turned him into a super soldier. He eventually began a secret career as a mercenary called Deathstroke. Since Wilson has incredible intelligence, enhanced physical abilities, and mastery of a wide range of weapons, he is an absolute nightmare for the Bat and his allies.
I know your family is very anxious for you to complete your work.
And I will, soon.
Make it happen, Dr. Langstrom. It will be best for everyone if you do.
Deathstroke has a long history of targeting Robins specifically. His cold and calculating nature allows him to come up with long-term plans that whittle his enemies down physically and mentally. By the time Deathstroke comes to finish off most targets, they've often already lost. Fortunately, Batman and his allies have the courage and strength to keep this mercenary from collecting his latest bounty.
Another day, Robin. Another day.
Number 14. Hush.
Are you here already?
What are you talking about?
What do you mean, what am I saying?
Hush. Before Tommy Elliott became a brilliant surgeon, he was a childhood friend of Bruce Wayne. But the two could not have been more different underneath the surface. After Bruce got in his way several times, Tommy grew obsessed with bringing down the Dark Knight. In several realities, Elliot wrapped bandages around his head and operated as the villain Hush.
I take it you're here to stop me? What do you think? I think you're too late. You're a killer, a psychopath. I will stop you.
Since the antagonist often knows his old friend is Batman, he can mess with both of Wayne's identities. There are versions of the character who have even surgically modified their face to take Bruce's place in public. Hush's obsessive nature, willingness to do anything to hurt the hero, and knowledge of the Caped Crusader's identity have made him a villain who's very capable of silencing the Bat.
I don't care if you do. Wayne will suffer, and you will not stop me.
Number 13. The Court of Owls and the Talons.
Beware the Court of Owls that watches all the time, gazing from the shadows, behind cement and lime.
The Court of Owls mainly consists of members of Gotham's wealthiest and oldest families. They often use violent means to keep the city under their powerful influence. While Bruce avoids being recruited by this sinister society, Batman has to deal with the court's chosen Talons. These lethal assassins excel at bringing down anyone that offends the Owls.
Welcome, Batman, to the Court of Owls. We've been expecting you.
What makes the court and their Talons so impressive as Batman foes is how important they've become in a short time. After first appearing in 2011, the court has played vital roles in everything from animated movies to live-action storylines. Unfortunately for Bruce, it doesn't look like the Owls will fly away anytime soon.
The ruling council has decided to suspend all court activity in order to focus our attention on the preparations at hand. Gotham's judgment is imminent.
Number 12. Clayface. The role of this mud monster has been played by many people who have a variety of powerful abilities. However, the version of the character most fans are familiar with was an actor who encounters a special substance that allows him to shapeshift at will. But his transformation often leaves him stuck in a mud-like base form.
It won't work. Don't you see? It's too hard. It's like tensing a muscle. I can't keep it up for long. My career, life, it is gone.
Clayface's ability to become virtually whoever and whatever he wants makes it extremely easy for him to hide from the world's greatest detective. If that wasn't bad enough, he can alter his size and shrug off blows that would easily take down most foes. While Clayface is capable of playing many roles, his most famous job is being one of Batman's most difficult enemies.
Hagen, listen to me. There is no Hagen. It's only me now. Clayface.
Number 11. Victor Zsasz.
This is nice. He's still conscious. You still feel?
One of Batman's most deranged foes is unquestionably Victor Zsasz. This supervillain likes to keep count of how many people he's slain by making new scars. And if you glance at Zsasz's body for more than a few seconds, you might be horrified about how many he has.
I'm saving a special spot for you. Right here.
Unlike other Batman adversaries, this villain doesn't wear a colorful costume or plan many theatrical schemes. Zsasz is quite simply a man who loves increasing his body and scar counts for money and pleasure. This villain has been a hired hitman for many of Gotham's worst criminals over the years. Every time Zsasz shows up in the city, Batman and his allies unfortunately know just how the villain got all of his scars.
I'm not in the mood tonight, Zsasz.